Awkward Farfdo starting screen today, guys. But I think once I log in, I should be able to progress the last story quests. Basically, like any main quest that isn't like gonna trail off into more side quests. I think I'm done. I'm pretty sure I'm done, like map-wise. I haven't played all day today. But yes, okay, this is perfect. Yeah, I look at my inventory, or my journal here. Ignore the missing robots, of course. That's the daily. But yeah, I think this is the last side quest I have. And then I have all these important secondary quests, which require me to set up farms. And we all know, I think I've made very clear over the course of like 3 videos that I hate side questing. I mean, I drained some of it yesterday. I think I even go up there and show, but I had to create 4 water pumps and it was just taking so long to do. And I was just like, yo, like, it's not even worth it at a point. But yes, as I was saying, I think I'm almost caught up on the game now. Sweet, Underground Kiev. Oh, okay, so that's what I saw yesterday. Okay, sorry. I'm getting off topic. The key I just picked up, I saw yesterday, like, while I was, like, exploring this first area, and I was like, oh, I'm sure that's interesting. We gotta figure out how to get there. But it looks like there's even more. Wait, did I go down here already? Or am I tripping? Yeah, see, there's still a key here, dude. Oh, that's an ore line. Oh, that's low-key more important. I gotta figure out how to get in there. I'll figure that out later. So that's 2 different parts. Okay. So I thought that was the same key card I saw while I was first clearing this out yesterday. With this quest, when I was doing it, like I was saying, yeah, I saw that like rate even with like 4 fluid pumps all in the same area. Just I knew it was gonna be one of those quests you sleep on. Thankfully, I didn't have to like be awake to do it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this quest. It's low-key been painful. My inventory is gonna be full. Is it? No, it's fine. Am I going the right way or the wrong way? That's the question we're trying to figure out. I'm hoping it's the one at the top. Nah, keys come in 3s in games typically. And then I was exploring the science park afterwards, and I realized there's like a key thing I have to do there, and I like did some research on it. I don't think it's like a side. I don't think there's like a quest line for it, but I gotta like start power farming. So I don't think I've gone over it yet, or I've touched on it, but no. I haven't powered anything in Valley 4. No, we did this one already. I go further. So maybe I could have grabbed that key yesterday. I definitely just missed it. Low-key rotting, playing like 3 gacha games at once. I was playing? Yeah, I definitely walked right past this. That is embarrassing. So I was gonna get my ore line. Just wait for it to raise me. There we go, key 3. And done. Valley 4 situation's not... It's not a good look, and I don't have a single battery farm opened up. I still haven't finished the core indexes on it yet, but you know what? I'm feeling good going into the next like major patch. Honestly, like, no, open stock on our resources. Wait, leave the underground. We just got here, dude. Why would we leave already? I just worked so hard. Nah, there's no way it's the end of the quest chain, right? I don't know. Maybe someone down in the comments can talk about how they finished this. Really? There's nothing else? Damn, low-key feel scammed. Oh, there's more here. Nice. Are we in like a new area though? That would be dope. That's all? This is AI, dude. I thought like it was gonna like expand out. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this was low-key the setup I was using. We are going to the next patch. Like I said, I'm feeling very confident. Feeling very confident going into it. I think we're kind of prepared. I mean, if you ignore my lack of artificing and assets etching and the areas around the map that I haven't gone into yet, start making our way over there, right? But yeah, in terms of like feeling confident going into the next like major piece of content, yeah, I think we're doing all right. I'm hoping to save some more pulls. I've given up on like trying to get characters in this game like without having to go to pity. If Levitain taught me one thing is that you know, it's a dog-eat-dog world in here, and you know, gacha companies always want more and more money. So, and it ultimately comes down to like luck of the draw. I mean, obviously, I haven't like 100% completed Enfield. I would say I'm very far out, and there's a lot of guides I'd probably still need to like absorb, figure out where all the ore line is. Granted, I could probably put some more effort into it. Yeah, I'm definitely like there's definitely some more ore lines I can collect for like regional bonuses. But I wouldn't say it's like the end all be all, you know? The only character in the next patch I really want is Rossi. I like her design. She looks like Project Red from Arknights, and since this game is like a successor to Arknights, you know, I feel like, you know, I want the little wolf. Yeah, so Rossi, that's the main target. Everybody's more hyped for Tang Tang. Personally, don't see the appeal. She could be like really overpowered for all I know. Oh yeah, we found a new area. Hell yeah. Should I be doing this? Oh. Wait, this is mad aesthetic. Oh, and there's a... I never ran around this area before, so it's interesting. I'm hoping Mifu and all the other cute dragon women will soon be joining the roster. Or I think her name's like Zhang something. I'll put a picture up of her. Yeah, those women are... Let me tell you, SS tier waifus in terms of design. I'm not going to read their lore. And the good thing is it seems like the Wuling story is going to be continued, which means we'll get more Wuling area. I'm also hoping more ship upgrades. That would be pretty vital, you know, because even I saw a Reddit post on it, and who were like, yeah, I don't really know what to do next in terms of these like stations. Like, yeah, the first couple of days it was fire. I would run around, collect them, and you know, figured it all out from there. But now there's like a useless material. I just have them like stacked away. But I'm not like actively being like, oh, I need to go and collect more, because like once you finish your base, they're quite literally a useless resource. So I've been unproductive for the last like 30 minutes of this recording. I even stopped talking. I didn't really know where I was going with anything. But I did remember something really cool. I am able to finally spark RT Tyrannical, which is awesome. Because I have Yvonne. I got Yvonne before Levitain. I got 2 copies of Yvonne before Levitain. This is why I can't pull for anything. But yay, we hit pity for this. It's become like a gold standard here in the Arknights Enfield lore for myself. Anyways, I hope everybody, if you've made it this far, is doing well. Hopefully you are more productive with your day than me. I personally like just went to the gym. That's how I started my morning, actually. Then from there, I came home. Took my brother to the doctor's. Turns out he has an ear infection. He didn't even go to school today. And then I went home and made breakfast. That's a nice breakfast sausage and a protein bagel, you know, get my protein goal in. Which is honestly like the hardest thing in the world to like obtain. This mission is like the worst one to pull, because I've had it like twice. And I can't remember where the robots are. But yeah, and then I took my nap. Slept for like an hour. My friend called me, woke me up. Then I seen a text message from my school group. I was like, okay, well, immediately into school for the next like 3 hours. Crappy way to spend reading week, but you know, at least we did some reading. Found out I have a class, which is a disaster of a class. So before like you think, oh, I'm just lazy and I don't really care about the school. This professor one time just like, it's supposed to be an in-person class. And then after the first week, he was like, hey, would you guys mind if it was online? And it's been online since. I'm not complaining. It would be my only class on Wednesday, and it's supposed to be like a 90-minute lecture. It's supposed to be like 9:50 in the morning, which means I gotta wake up, catch the GO train, then hop on the subway. So it would pile up like pretty quickly. Like time spent like on commuting alone. So thankfully did that. But you know, if I'm making the effort to get to class in general, you should charge your dang laptop. That's like, you know, the basics of like teaching. Yeah, and then even like the last week, he just started like having like random tech difficulties. I don't know why, but it's like every week this professor just like needs to throw us like a new curveball. So imagine my surprise when like talking to the boys and we're like, we have labs, and I don't even know where to get the information for the lab, because it just says like content submission, which is like very, very vague and like shouldn't be used, especially in like a post-grad program. I'm not panicking, right? We've my entire like group mates, because there's an end project for the class. We've recognized it's supposed to be an elective class. I only hopped into it because all my friends were doing it. And I was like, okay, like make my life easier. And I assume a class like business, like applied AI and business, would have more to offer than what this professor would be doing. And you would think, you know, teaching, especially in a graduate school, even if it's not like a true master's program itself, you would come to class a little more prepared. So when I looked at the assignments earlier in the week, I was like, oh, maybe just like pre-uploading them because there's like nothing, like you can click it and you'll see like a drop down with assignment instructions. And that's like typically how you do an assignment. And that's like how it was in my undergrad, how it is in like 90% of my post-grad courses. Yeah, so I just was like, okay, maybe he didn't upload anything, which is perfect. And then even his proposal, like, so then like for our assignment for this class, we have to like, you could have done it individually and done like a write-up. But me and my buddy, one of my other friends, we were like, oh, we'll just work on it together. And we'll create like a practical use bot using like a Jupyter to pipeline to like do something productive, right? So it's like pretty simple. So he's like, yeah. So he's like, write your proposal. I'll do like an ungraded one and then give you feedback. Explain to me why I had to ask him. So he's like, yeah, don't worry, guys. Like, I only read a few when we were in class because they would do like a night before class. So guess he woke up and started reading some. And he's like, oh, I will provide you feedback for your proposal and let you know, like, if you're good to submit, like if your idea is good enough to like continue to be used for your final projects, I want to make sure you guys get good grades. Okay, easy. Me and my partner, we don't hear anything back from our professor. So we're like, okay, that's fine. We're just going to email him and ask him. So on like Tuesday, I emailed him. I said, hey, like, you know, just checking in. I hope you're doing well. Your reading week's going fine. Like, you're relaxing a little bit because you deserve that, king. How does my proposal look? And I swear, he literally responds with like a very vague answer. He's like, it's adequate. Okay, gang. What does adequate mean? Like, you're going to give me a 50 type of adequate? You don't have any instructions for this proposal, like the marked one. At least your half page proposal that was supposed to be a draft. You know, there's at least a guideline for it, right? And that's not being marked, but you're telling me the full one. You're giving me nothing. You're literally letting me work with zero. So I prompted a follow-up message today, and I was like, thank you for the direction. I'm going to continue with it. And keep in mind, like, my proposal that I originally wrote is like 2 pages, but it's supposed to be like half a page because it was more of a high-level breakdown of like what we needed to do than actual like response to like what he wanted us to do, because you couldn't fit that on half a page if you're proposing to build something. So it's like a simple like Jupyter pipeline. In reality, like it's very simple to code, but it's the lack of reassurance I'm receiving from my professor that's scaring me. So I'm waiting for his response. I'm mildly worried because that proposal's up and coming soon, and you know, not hearing anything back from the guy that I'm paying to educate me over time becomes more and more worrisome. And then tomorrow I got to work in a lab, probably my hardest class. It's like an emerging technologies class, but the teacher's like super duper strict. And it's like, okay, bro, like you can like ease off of us a little bit. And like by strict, I mean like we go to his class and he's like, okay, you're not submitting your labs online. You got to demo them to me in person. And like for someone like me who's like big into the like Gemini, because I don't have a coding background. I come from a business background. It's kind of like a sweating all the time every time I'm doing it because like I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So like I generate my labs and then I have to sit there and study it because and like actually understand like what my lab's like main goal is, because like he's gonna sit there, pull me to the front after our class. And by the way, his due dates are at 6 p.m. Like after our class, so I can't even like go home and work on it. So I have to come to class prepared, and like his assignment structures are so heavy. Like they're never simple in design. But yeah, that's really all for me. Like in terms of school, maybe you guys are doing something more interesting. Like y'all have like real life jobs, big boy jobs. You're studying something really badass. Like I don't know, like rocket science. Can't do science. That's way out of this brains league. But gotcha games. That's the only English I like to speak. But yeah, dude, it's like actually crazy. Like, you know, like I would love to be able to study something like super dope like that. And before I wrap up today's video, I'm just gonna run over here and complete this photo quest because it pays good ruling money. I don't want to do stock depot runs. I do want to max out my development here though, because I'd like to get to the 4 million maxes because of how quickly I built up to it. There was a point in time where I was struggling for ruling bills. I don't know what's changed. Gave me that 200k. Beautiful. Seems like there's another area here I've never walked to. No, I've done that quest before. But yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, my little yap session, you know, remember to press like, subscribe, leave a comment. I don't believe in dead internet theory, so it'd be nice to hear back from some of y'all. Give me some thoughts I do still need to finish. There's one thing I do need to do, and that's probably gonna be like the next video, unless I think of something in between. The last thing I need to do before this update comes out is finish this. Wrong quest. Snag this. I'm coming back. I promise. Remember, guys, be good to each other. Bye-bye.